Life brings us with the undeniable fact of people come and go. We bond with others, build connections, and often have anchors to those relationships. But what happens when those bonds break? How do you deal with the emotional turmoil when that person is no longer in your life? Or when you realize they've never even shared the same emotional investment at all? You may ask yourself, how do I stop caring? Or how can I emotionally detach without losing a piece of myself? This is where Stoicism offers us a path. The Stoics were masters at understanding human emotions. In this video, I'll give you 5 Stoic rules on how to emotionally detach from someone. Rule 1. Understand the impermanence of life. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. When it comes to emotional attachments, we often cling to our emotional perspective of someone, a narrative that we create of their importance in our life. But the fact is, all relationships are transient. One moment they're close, the next they're gone. Everything comes and goes in life, whether through distance, death, or the slow fade of intimacy. People leave. It may seem bleak, but this is the Stoics' first rule of detachment. Embrace impermanence. When you realize that no situation is permanent, you become truly connected to the present. Have you ever tried holding on to a handful of sand at the beach? The tighter you squeeze, the faster it slips away. This is a natural law of life. The faster we try to grip onto something or someone, the faster it will fade. Accept that things will end and you will suffer less when they do. Rule 2. Master your emotions through rational thought. There's a tendency to believe that emotions control us. You feel sadness, pain, and anger. Those emotions come naturally when you feel attached to someone. But emotions are not reality. They're a product of your thoughts, and you have created them due to how you witness the event. Anything can be a happy situation if you wanted to. It's just all how you view it. Sorry, my bad. Remember, you have power over your mind, not outside events. So how you respond to the events is on you. And the more you try and control your brain, the better life will get. Detachment comes with the fact that when you realize your mind can govern your emotional state. Let's say you're going through a breakup. You're emotionally shattered, replaying conversations over and over, and you're overanalyzing everything that happened, questioning how they could do this and how they could move on. So the Stoic rule for this is to not give your emotions control. Ask, what can I do differently? You must choose thoughts that free you from emotional suffering, not thoughts that fuel it. When you argue with a loved one and it starts making you feel emotionally overwhelmed, it's not the situation that makes you feel not good. It's the way you perceive the situation. The more and more we practice things not letting us affect our mind and our state of mind and our mood, the better we get at it, and the more we'll feel better about ourselves. It also raises confidence too, believe it or not. Imagine you send a heartfelt message to someone you care about, perhaps a friend or a romantic lover. Hours go by and there's no response. Your mind starts working overtime. Did I say something wrong? Are they mad at me? Do they not care? With every passing minute, the emotions build. First, a slight concern, then that leads to frustration, maybe even anxiety or anger. But what's the truth in this situation? Is it the delay in the response that's causing your emotional storm? Or is it your interpretation of their silence? The Stoic rule is to challenge that emotional reaction with rational thought. What are the facts? The fact is that they haven't responded. Everything beyond that is pure speculation. Instead of letting your emotions spiral out of control, you pause and you realize that everything that you have thought out of feelings of anxiety and fear or something that has been made up. Because the only fact that is there is that they haven't responded. Word of advice? Question your thoughts. Don't just accept them as truth. Rule 3. Practice negative visualization. When you imagine losing somebody you care about, you can prepare yourself for when it actually happens. When practicing this visualization, it's important to meet this with calmness and control. Visualize somebody that you deeply care about, a partner, a friend, a family member. Now visualize them not in your life anymore. How does that feel? Maybe uncomfortable, painful? That's exactly the point. The Stoics believe that when you practice this in your mind and you feel that, you reduce its power to devastate you in reality. Loss is a natural occurrence in life. Everything you cherish will one day be gone, whether it be through change or death. This isn't supposed to be a morbid thought, but yet a liberating one. When you stop expecting permanence, you stop feeling entitled to it. And when you stop feeling entitled to something, the fear of losing it diminishes. Take relationships, for example. Most of us, when we enter it, we would assume that it will last forever. We don't plan for things to end. But the truth is, nothing is guaranteed. Rather than clinging to the false hope of permanence, the Stoic approach is to appreciate what you have while you have it. Rule 4. Focus on what you can control. One of the most powerful things you can embrace that there are things that are in your control, but there are also things outside of your control. This is crucial for emotionally detaching from someone. Why? Because most of the pain that comes from relationships stems from our desire to control things that we simply cannot. Things we can control are our thoughts, actions, and responses. Everything else, people's behaviors, the outcome of certain situations, passing of time, it's all outside of our control. The more that you try and control what's outside of this, the more you will suffer. So in short, emotional detachment is not about being cold, it's about controlling things that you can control, rather trying to cling on to things that you cannot control. When you really care about somebody, it's normal to try and influence that person to try and care about you more. But the harsh truth is you can't control their emotions. You can't make someone love you, appreciate you, or treat you the way you deserve. The only thing you can control is how you respond to their actions. The more you try to control how somebody feels about you, the more you will actually end up pushing them away. Whereas if you know you're worthy of love, then it will pull towards you. Don't cling, let it come to you. Know you deserve it. Know you're worthy. Rule 5. Acceptance. Acceptance that life is unpredictable, that people are unpredictable. And no matter how much we wish we could control everything, we can't. All we can do is have acceptance. When you get overwhelmed with a situation, your mind starts racing, filling it with questions. What did I do wrong? What could I have done differently? How did this happen? What can I do to fix this? They're rooted in a desire to control something that has already happened. Replace what ifs with the Stoic response, which is the acceptance of the reality of the situation. What stands in the way becomes the way. In other words, the obstacles we face are not hindrances, they are opportunities to grow. When you accept what's outside your control, you stop wasting energy to change the past and start focusing on how you can move forward. People come and go. You are a complete individual with your own path and your own experiences. In the heat of a breakup or an emotional conflict, it may be challenging to grasp this perspective, but reflecting on the larger scope of your life helps you understand that you've survived emotional storms before. Life moved on, and so did you. Think back to past relationships. You've healed from those, you've moved on, and you became stronger. Also, key takeaways is whenever something in life happens, it's always for the better. When you lose something, it's because something is better coming into your life. Trust the universe, trust God, as when they take something away, they're making room for better. Alright, YouTube. Hoped I help you guys get over some feelings. And remember, you don't need anyone but yourself, so love yourself fully. Okay, love you guys. And Peanut loves you guys too. I tried to get her, but she's directly behind me. So, sorry about that. I know I probably kind of missed her. But if you guys like this, then please feel free to like. And don't forget to subscribe. Till next time, CC out.